I totally get that carp fishing is very popular, however it is something I never really warmed to. A few years back I gave carp fishing a proper go and invested quite a bit of time and effort, however I couldn't get into it, and the reason I didn't take to carp fishing is because it is so damned infuriating and frustrating. I haven't specifically targeted carp since, although I have managed to catch a few over the years, but this was purely by chance. I recently fished a small lake on the campsite, and whilst the site owners claimed it was a general coarse fishing lake, it wasn't, as most of the fish in this lake, or at least the ones I saw cruising around the surface, were carp. There were loads of carp in this lake, and many of them were right at my feet in the swim. I managed to tempt the carp in with some 3mm marine pellets, and they were going nuts for them. The carp were obviously greedy little beggars, and whilst they are hoovering down the loose pellets, they don't want to touch my hookbait, which is an 8mm marine pellet. Other than being a little bit bigger, the pellet on my hook is exactly the same as those loose pellets, so I'm at a total loss as to why the carp won't touch them. The carp have large enough mouths to the bait. They are obviously hungry, but this doesn't seem to be enough for the carp to take it. For a little over an hour I kept the carp confidently feeding on the 3mm pellet, whilst I tried everything I could to get the carp to take my hookbait. I tried fishing the bait as shallow as I could, I tried casting over the top of the fish and letting the hookbait fall naturally through the water, and I tried holding the rod so the bait was suspended just below the surface. The carp were swimming all around my float, sucking up the loose feed, but I couldn't get any of them to have a go at my hookbait. The hour or so I spent trying to hook one of these carp was one of the most frustrating things ever, and it reminded me of why I hate carp fishing and prefer to lure fish for perch and pike on the Norfolk Broads instead.